So making curtains in Blender is actually really easy, and you can see the result here. This is a very, very simple way of animating curtains closing and opening. And I would also say it's actually very beginner friendly. So if you want to learn how to do this, keep watching. And if it's helpful to you, definitely like and subscribe and check out some of my other content. I really think this is going to be something you could use in your projects. There might be a scene where you want a curtain or something opening, and this will be perfect for you. Even if you're doing architecture or an architectural visualization, you might want a scene where a curtain opens up, revealing a room. A lot of different stuff you can do. So let's jump in, and I hope you guys enjoy doing this. So select all of the default objects in your scene, press delete. Then we're going to go Shift A. We're going to go to our mesh options, add in a plane. Let's go into our front orthographic view. We'll go RX90 and hit enter. Then you can tab into edit mode, and let's just go S, X, and 2. So SX2 and hit enter. Control R to add a loop in the middle, and then double click. Now we have these two faces. We're going to right click and go subdivide, and let's go to our subdivide tab. And let's make that 45 subdivisions. Okay. Now let's have a look at that. Looking pretty good. So what we want to do is we want to actually select these top verts. We want to go over to our scene properties, object data properties here. And instead of assigning all of these verts, what we want to do, press F3 and type checker and get checker deselect. Then come to the checker deselect option here. And then you can actually spread them apart here by increasing the deselected here. So we only select every other one like this. Okay, neat little trick here, and a nicely even spaced. We can then go ahead to the vertex group and go plus, and let's assign that. And let's call this pin, like so. And let's go ahead and start with this one here. You can see it's selected, right? So click on the one that's active, press F3 and type in hook, and hook to a new object. And then let's click select again, just so we can see which other ones are selected. So click select with that group selected. We can see here's the next one, so select that one. With it selected by itself, press F3 and then go hook to new object. Click on select again and make sure to go to the next one as well. It's active. Make sure to type F3. We should already have that option there, hook to new object. And then keep moving up like that. Click select over here. Click on the next one that's active. F3, click here, and so on. I'm going to go select again, click here. On that one that's active, F3, hook to new object, select again, and we've got two more to go. I'll select this guy over here, F3, hook to new object, and then one more time, select this guy over here, F3, and click on there. And now we have this like so. Let's go back into object mode. Let's grab our cloth. Let's go over to our physics. Let's give it a cloth. And so we know where it pins, let's scroll down all the way to our shape, and then come to the pin groups and select that pin group we created. And now if you hit the space bar, you're going to see we have our cloth sagging like this. So now all we have to do is essentially get these empties animated by moving them. So the easy way to do that is to go Shift A, go to your mesh options, or let's go to actually to our empty and add in a cube. Go to your front view and then go G, move it over here, click, scale it down just a little bit, and then select all of your other empties here, these ones here. Holding in Shift, click on this empty cube here and go Control P, and then go Object, Keep Transform. And now we can select this empty, and we can go S, X, and scale it along the X like that. So let's come to frame, maybe frame 20. Or 24, and frame 24 with this empty selected, we'll press I. That's going to insert a keyframe. And let's come to frame 108. And on frame 108, we're going to go S, X, and scale it down in X quite a bit and click, and then press I to insert a keyframe. So now if we go to frame 1 and we hit the space bar, we should see this happens. Our crinkling curtains like this. There we go. How beautiful is that? Now to get this to look better, select it and right click and go Shade Smooth. Also go over to your physics and scroll down and enable under the collision, self collision so it can interact with itself. Select the empty again that we're scaling on 24 and just select the first keyframe, go Shift D to duplicate and take it back here somewhere. And let's make this 200 frames long, this animation. So now not only will our curtains close, and this will be a little bit slow at first before we cache. So our curtains can close, as you see. And then they can also swing open like this. And there we have it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this quick Blender tutorial. I'll see you next time, and thank you for watching.